200 leads for a pressure washing company over 3 months, 140 leads for a car detailer in 30 days, and hundreds of leads every single day for multiple painting companies. Hey, I'm Joshua. I'm the founder of Adding Ally, and I've worked for over 100 companies in the service business space. If you fix, clean, or maintain something, I've worked for you before, and this video is for you. Let's get right into it. Starting off, I'm going to talk to you guys about lead forms. Now, lead forms works really well for testing ads, testing different images, finding the winning creatives the fastest. You're going to get a lot of low quality leads unless you have the conditional logic on. The conditional logic will make it a little bit better, but at the end of the day, strict as Facebook can get, it's not going to be that good. The most important thing you guys have to focus on is speed to lead. As soon as they pop in, you guys should be calling them. There is a very high window, especially right after you see the ad, they have the emotion that you're going to actually be able to close them. Over time, it gets extremely harder to close them. So within that first 5 minutes, you want to have some type of text notification to the person or the receptionist or the owner, whoever's going to be calling them, or an email notification, and you need to call instantly. If you wait an hour or till the next day, the lead will completely die, or they'll sign somebody else's form and get someone else to give them a quote. And trying to follow up with these people is really hard because a lot of the time they do not care about you at all. Now, the funnel comes in when we go into the website traffic and the website forms. Now, when we get into the website, there's certain steps you can put on your website to make it so you funnel out some of the lower quality leads. So on your contact form or on your funnel, you're actually going to want to disqualify people depending on what they respond with. If your website doesn't have like a clear call to action for the lead form, then it's going to be harder to get results. Like this contact us, it's obviously pretty good, but it's not that clear. And then when you get here, it's the lead form. It's not that good. Now, when you pop onto a website like this, you can see a clear call to action that says book an estimate. But the best part about website traffic is the pixel, and as well as the data that you send back to Meta, and it's going to help you retarget and build a better audience depending on what information is being sent back to Meta. So you're going to get slightly more quality leads from the website. Facebook ads is interrupt. It's not intent marketing, it's interruption marketing. So they're scrolling on their phone and then it pops up. They don't really intentfully look for you, unlike Google ads. So what you have to do is catch them on that scroll stopping, just like when you guys are doom scrolling on TikTok or something. So it's good to actually edit the videos and have a lot of retention, different things like captions or high saturation on the video, lots of editing, lots of changes. When starting off your ad campaign, you want to have as many creatives as possible and test as many at a time as you can. At the end of the day, you don't really know how much CPL is good until you have seen multiple different ads get multiple different CPLs and you've tested around. Facebook doesn't just hand out leads and show your ads to random people. They have an extreme AI that is pretty much deciding a bunch of different factors, and there's some math behind it, but it's figuring out from your image who to show your ad to, and it's an auction between your competition, especially if you're doing lead forms. But you're going to also be able to manually input what leads are converting, so Facebook can see what leads to kind of aim for more and look at the diagram of the people if you want to manually improve Meta's knowledge. But it's very important to send as much information back to Meta as possible. And you'd be extremely surprised because the more people see you, the higher they are likely to convert. Like a lot of the times, these leads you're going to be getting have actually seen your ad 2 to even 3 times or seen your face multiple times, and then they're signing the lead form because they've actually built somewhat of trust for you and your business and they see what you're doing. Most people typically have no clue what lead they're aiming to get. Quick pause. If you guys want someone to do this entire ads framework for you so you can spend more time doing what makes the money, having your hands on, or if you just want to sit back, relax on the beach and have a team do everything for you, if you got a crew out there as well, you can go into the description and book a call with me personally. I'll look at your business and help you decide. You can record videos of like your team's truck or your crew actually working, and the movement is what's going to actually hold them a little bit longer than that first 3-second window, and then they're actually going to make a decision in their brain whether they're interested or not. So you're going to want to have some type of movement, some type of focus, or some type of satisfying view. Also, before and after pictures work extremely well because it shows the transformation, and they're just constantly looking back and forth, and they're imaging their yard or whatever it is that you're doing, their fences, or even their unpainted home as the before, and they're looking at the result that they could actually get for their home as well. And that's also the emotion that brings them to actually sign the form and want to get it done. It's that relatability that's really going to pull in certain people. And also your goal is going to be to make it look like something people would normally see. Don't make it look like an ad off the bat. Just make it look like a normal TikTok or a normal video. And then people will accidentally fall into realizing, oh, this is an ad. So it's important to just be creative, try different things, and just have fun with it like you would with normal content. And then what's also very important is the ad copy, the text on the image, and everything, the framework as well. We have calling out the city or the local. At the end of the day, most service businesses are local services, or even if you have multiple locations, you're going to want to call out the area almost in the first 3 seconds, or have some type of text on it that says the area. It's going to make people realize, oh, this is somebody in my local market. They could actually work for me. So you could be like, hey, Toronto homeowners, or you can be like, hey, Atlanta homeowners, you know what I mean? Then what works really well is if you elaborate on their pain point, or you just identify their pain point. So if it's painting, you're going to want to talk about how their walls are chipped, dull, they're not bright, they're not looking good. The exterior might be a little bit rough after the winter. Or if it's like a service business like car detailing, you want to talk about how the car interior needs a clean, how the kids or the pet hair, something of that nature. And then for fencing, a really good one is your fence post leaning? You can put that on the ad. And if they realize, yeah, my fence is looking dull, it's leaning, it's falling over, they'll come over to you and get a new one creative. You want to really hit them in where it hurts. You want to call them out. You want to identify these people. Then you're just going to want to provide your services, like kind of your solution, what you guys are providing for them. You know, you can do this in the ad creative, or you can do this with the copy. It falls into the framework, right? And you can call them out. If you want your fence post cleaned up, if you want your fence post replaced, if you want your lawn cleaned up, you know what I'm saying? Provide them and tell them what's going to happen when you walk into their home, or you walk outside of their lawn, or you just walk into their backyard to fix the fence. Or if they leave you with their dirty car, just tell them what you're going to do, provide the solution. Just kind of show them, maybe with imagery on the actual ad, visually, what you're doing and changing, so they can literally see the change. Now, also another thing to really establish is the urgency. So a lot of the time, especially when you're making an offer, you want to make the offer sound like it's hot, new, trending. You could say summer, you could say spring, you could say you're only doing a couple more quotes, whatever you guys want to do. You just want to have urgency and kind of make them go, oh snap, I have to sign this now. I can't just wait and see later. No, the offer is only available now. And then you're going to want to have a very clear call to action at the end. This is where you're going to say you can book a quote with us in the description, or you can call us right there from the phone number. I would recommend making one clear call to action, like just click the button below. You can have it on the copy as well, the text visually they can see. It says click below or click down below, whatever. Honestly, just make sure it's one clear call to action you're focused on and you're aiming for. And where everybody goes wrong is just not having enough content, not having enough creatives. Guys, you need to test a lot of content, a lot of different offers, a lot of different ad sets, packages, ad level, campaign level. You guys are going to need to test, honestly, I would say at least 20 different variations of creatives, 20 different ways, 20 different styles, and then you'll find a winning creative, and then you'll start printing. It costs a little bit of money to learn how to play, to get into it, and this is important because you have to let it weigh out. Every different market responds differently to certain thing. Every different city, every different types of people, every different thing responds differently to everything. So make sure you have variation and a lot of variety. Facebook is always going to automatically push the budget towards what's working, so you can just let it decide. If you guys want a team to come into your business and build this entire framework for you, you can book a call with me personally in the description.